for my Best in Beauty video for February. I used to call these shopping list ideas, but recently changed it over the last few months just to more so describe what I'm actually talking about, which is beauty products. So Best in Beauty, what it's called. This is the first one I've done since the Emily Awards, actually. So I've got some great favorite things that I've been enjoying so much to tell you about. First thing is a brush. It's this Real Techniques brush, and it's called the Fine Liner brush. So this is what I use with all of my like cream and gel liners. And I've been having a hard time, you know, finding just the perfect brush for that kind of a thing. And sometimes I end up blaming the product maybe because it's not going on the way I, you know, smoothly enough or whatever. But really it comes down to the brush, I think. What's funny is I actually got a different liner brush from Real Techniques at first, and it came in the very first Real Techniques thing I ever got, a set of like basic eye brushes. And I just found this one to be really big. I mean, if you compare it to the fine liner brush I'm talking about, the larger of the two is called the Pixel Point liner brush, and it just gave me way too thick of a line. So I just found I couldn't really use it in that way. So I realized that sold individually was this little guy. So once I got that, started using it, I was like, wow, this is perfect, not just in size, but a lot of times the issue I'll have with liner brushes is that they're a little too flexible. Like you know, you put them on your skin and they just start really getting bendy and they can't give you the control you want. So this is just stiff enough, the perfect size line. I mean, believe it or not, I have some that are smaller than this, and then you have to keep going over your line. So this is just the right size. So it's, again, it's called the Fine Liner brush, and you can buy that one individually. Also, talking about eyes, I have a couple of eyeshadows to recommend, and it's from the L'Oreal Infallible line. And when you look at these, you kind of think, wow, those look sort of similar. But I'll swatch them for you and you'll see that they are truly different kinds of shades, but I really like them both. First off, the way these shadows are packaged, if you're not familiar, they've got a cap. You can see the product from that side, and then there's a little stopper here. Because these are really, I mean, they make me think of like a pigment that's been pressed down. It's not as solid and dry as a lot of eyeshadows are. So these are the two shades. This one here is called Bronzed Taupe, and that is this swatch. See how reflective they are? They're just a ton of color payoff with these. And so that one, even though, you know, the word bronze is in there, it's very non-brassy. I feel like it's cool, very much more on the taupe side of things. So that one's there. And then if you're a fan of rose gold, I think this is a true rose gold. This other shade is called, what's it called? Amber Rush. So it looks like that, and it is that other shade right there that you're looking at. So again, it's not too brassy, it's not too gold, but it's just got that peachy warmth that rose gold tends to have. It can give you that one shadow look. For example, I'm only wearing Bronzed Taupe today on my eyes. It's just this shade. I'm using two brushes, one shadow, and I love it when a shadow can pull this off. Normally it's these mid-tone shades that have a little bit of shimmer to where the natural contours of your eye make it look lighter or darker. So I pack it on with a flat brush, did that all over the lid, and then buff it out with a more fluffy brush, and it can kind of develop those two different looks. I smudged it under the eye as well, so that's Bronzed Taupe that I'm wearing today, but again, wanted to give a mention to that gorgeous rose gold, which can do a similar effect to this one. The one downside, I guess, to these shadows is that they are, compared to like other drugstore singles, a little bit expensive. Like I've seen them for like around $8 at Walmart or Walgreens and stuff. So maybe at Walgreens you can try to take advantage of that buy one get one half off deal. But I've mainly looked for shades that I think I'm gonna wear a lot. So of all these kinds of shadows, I have mainly neutrals. Tried to wear most of the things I'm gonna be talking about today so you can see them on. And another one of those items is this Maybelline Color Whisper in Mocha Muse. I've showed this on Instagram and stuff, but this is just a really nice neutral lip color that feels very light on the lips. It's not erase your lips nude. You can see it almost borders on a little bit of a caramely color. And if you're wondering about these, I do have a review on my blog. I don't know that this one was included because I didn't have it yet, but I have several of these, and what I demonstrate there is the fact that these color whispers are pretty buildable. So like you do, you know, one swatch of it and it looks one way, but they can be built up to a whole other intensity. And with like like lip butters, I love lip butters too, but they seem to have kind of one intense sort of look, especially the colorful, deeper shades, you know. They're very bold, but these are a little bit lighter, they feel a little bit lighter on the lips, and they can be built up to your desired sort of intensity. So this is all I have on my lips is this shade. Again, that's called Mocha Muse. It's just creamy, no shimmer to it, really nice shade. Now the blush I'm loving is from Neutrogena, and talk about one of those things that's been sitting around in my collection, and then one day you pick it up, start using it, and almost discover a new purpose for it. And this is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Custom Glow Blush and Bronzer, and the shade is called Posie Glow. I remember getting this at first and thinking, that bronzer shade, I don't know about that. It has kind of a little bit of a satiny finish to it, a little bit of like a golden tint to it, and I just wasn't sure about wearing that. But the blush is just a gorgeous color, the essence of peachy pink, and it just has a lot of pigmentation to it, a gorgeous look on the cheeks, a very fresh look. I'm wearing that blush right now, and so I loved it. And then one day I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna blend my brush across them both. And what's interesting is when you do that, it instantly tones down the blush to more of a peachy looking blush. So you kind of get two blushes in one. While I don't just love wearing this bronze shade alone, I like, you know, swirling the two, and this isn't going to be a great indication because you don't wear it that intense, but see how peach it looks there? And then here's the blush as is. So you've got more of a peachy tone and then more of a pinky tone if you just wear the blush. It doesn't come off on the skin looking powdery. It makes you look a little bit glowy, and the color intensity is really nice. I'm a big advocate of blush any time of year really, but I think this time of year maybe you're wearing some darker colors, and it's just nice to pop up the complexion a little bit with something like this. I feel like I'm kind of going backwards in the order these kinds of products might actually be applied on my face, but whatever. Next I'm going to talk about the CoverGirl Plus Olay Concealer Balm. This was an Emily Award winner. It kind of swooped in at the tail end of last year, and I was already loving the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer Stick. What set me over the edge with this one was the fact that it seems to have just a little bit more moisture to it. And I'm using concealers probably mostly around my eye area, so I feel like anytime I can get just, you know, a little more hydration in that area, it's a good thing. It makes you look less dry, crepey, whatever. So I have this, my shade is Fair Light, and it's just like one of those lipstick tubes, but I promise it's not like those typical dry concealer sticks that have been out for ages. This one really has a nice smoothness to it. I just love the way it applies. It blends in nice, really good coverage. And what's also neat about this is I feel like I can apply it around my nose, and even though it's a nice creamy concealer, it doesn't break me out in other areas of my face as some super emollient, you know, eye concealers will do. For example, like It Cosmetics had the Bye Bye Under Eye, and I thought it was great under the eyes, and they even recommended using it all over your face, practically like foundation, but the rest of my face couldn't handle the amount of, I guess, hydration it had in there because it was breaking me out. And I can't make promises on how it's going to perform on your skin, but I feel like I can apply this anywhere. This is the only concealer I used today. It just works really nicely. So let me know if you've tried this, if you like it. I think it's just a great quality product. I almost forgot to mention, this is my Tarte Multiply. It's a lash primer. I mentioned this in like my 5 beauty game changer products because I think a lash primer is such a great way to extend the wear you get out of pretty much any mascara you have. It's kind of like eyeshadow primer, you know, you put on an eye primer and it's like, oh, it made that so-so eyeshadow look a little bit better. This is kind of the effect I'm having with this product, and so it looks white, and you just apply this to your lashes before you put on your regular mascara, and you let it dry. If you don't let it dry, I think that's when people report getting like a kind of a grayish look to the mascara. You mix black and white, you get gray. So just let it dry and then apply your mascara over top. Some people have really good combos of like layering 2 different mascaras, and they're like, you know, that's my ideal look when I take mascara A and mascara B and layer them. The trouble I find with a lot of mascaras is that they harden your lashes quite a bit and kind of make them very stiff and brittle, and when I put this on before I apply my mascara, I don't feel like it makes my lashes super hard, and therefore I can apply whatever mascara over the top and I don't end up with really unnatural looking lashes, you know, says the girl wearing the huge falsies today. But I mean, when I wear this with mascara, I just really like the effect that it gives. It lengthens, thickens, and I think that's just really cool. So, I mean, who would I recommend this for? Probably the person who likes to experiment with a lot of mascaras and you don't like every mascara you try, and this can kind of make a bad mascara a little bit better. Mostly makeup stuff in this video, but I do have a skincare thing to mention. I've been experimenting with some of the skincare items from the Balm. I was sent some things from the Balm to review, and one of the standout things that I've been finding is the Time Balm skincare. It's the White Tea Cucumber Face Toner, and I really got away from using a toner at all. In fact, someone not too long ago asked me, what kind of toner do you use? And I'm like, I don't really use a toner at all because they all seem drying to me. You know, you put them on a cotton ball or a cotton pad all over your face after you wash your face, and they all just kind of tighten me up, and it doesn't feel normal. So this one, however, it says infused with cucumber extract will chill you out and cool you off. Your skin instantly feels refreshed and hydrated. And so that's truly what it does. It has kind of a cooling feeling. It doesn't feel like it's tightening up your face, but your face feels completely clean. Like, it'll gather up any extra little, you know, dirt or oil possibly left behind when you washed your face, and at the same time it leaves you just feeling very refreshed, very nourished. When I use this at night, I'll do it after I wash my face and before I moisturize, and it's the same kind of deal in the morning. After I wash my face, before I'm putting on eye creams or moisturizers or anything, I use some of this, and I'm really liking that. Okie dokie, so that is my best in beauty for February. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're interested in products I've run out of and a massive amount of reviews in one video, check out my empties video that I posted. Just lots of different things from skincare to body to makeup that I've completely used up, and then I provide my 2 cents on how it worked. So thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.